Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Ismael Sandiford. Welcome back to another video on my channel, Just Money. For those of you that are new to my channel, Just Money, I pretty much go over financial related topics such as credit, real estate, loans, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But in this video, we're going to be going over when to apply for your second credit card or your next credit card with Navy Federal Credit Union, and I'll also go over a free online tool that you can use to get pre-qualified. It only requires a soft pull on your credit, meaning it won't show as a hard inquiry on your credit. So stay tuned to the end of this video, and I'll also talk about how you can build internal data points with Navy Federal Credit Union. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. If you're watching this video, then I'm just going to assume you're already a member of Navy Federal Credit Union. If you're not a member with Navy Federal Credit Union, then there's other videos on my channel explaining on how to join them. I'll leave them in the description below for you guys to watch. Okay, now let's start with some details you should know. Navy Federal only allows you to have 3 credit cards on your personal credit with them. They do, however, allow you to have more cards than that if you're added as an authorized user. So basically, you can have 3 credit cards on your own and more as an authorized user if someone such as your spouse, husband, wife, etc. chooses to add you as an authorized user. If you have questions of what an authorized user is, then comment down below and we'll chat about it down there and I'll explain it a little more thoroughly for you. And also, if you're wondering, the Navy Federal secured credit card does not count as one of your 3. But if you own your own business, then you can get another additional 3 credit cards on the business credit, but we're talking about personal credit today in this video. So Navy Federal Credit Union has a 91-3 rule, which pretty means you can apply for your next credit card 91 days or 3 billing cycles after you got approved from your previous Navy Federal credit card. And that's why it's called the 91-3 rule. And the same rule applies whether you're applying for your second or third Navy Federal credit card. However, I do feel like this rule mostly applies if you don't have excellent credit. Let me explain. If you have bad or decent credit, then you have to be patient in how fast you should be applying for another credit card, especially when you're getting your first card. Now, if you have excellent credit, then you can apply for your second or third credit card a whole lot sooner than just 91 days. It really just depends on your credit relationship that you built with Navy Federal Credit Union. Here are some of the things you can do to help your chances of getting approved faster. Tip number 1, as mentioned before, wait 91 days before applying for your next credit card if you don't have excellent credit. I cannot stress this enough. You need to wait at least 91 days before applying, or you're gonna get denied if you don't wait. Tip number 2, use the pre-qualification tool on the app before applying. It's a soft pull, not a hard pull inquiry. For those that don't know about this tool, the pre-qualification tool is found on the app under the credit cards tab. Then you click on the pre-qualify me button. Then you have to log back in and then enter your income. Then you'll find out if you're pre-qualified. Tip number 3, another thing that might help your chances is having a low utilization ratio, meaning not owing more than 30% of your credit limit. Now, let's say you're close to being maxed out on your current credit card. What should you do in that situation if you can't afford to pay a big amount down? Well, here's tip number 4. Now, a lot of people don't know about this hack, but here it is. If you have a high balance on your credit card, then I would recommend to just ask for a credit limit increase versus just getting another credit card. By getting a credit limit increase, it would then lower your utilization ratio. For example, if your credit limit is $10,000 and you have a balance of $5,000 on there, then your utilization ratio would be 50% because you're using 50% of your credit limit. So if you apply for a credit limit increase, let's say they give you a credit limit of an extra $5,000, then your utilization ratio would go down to 33%, which is closer to 30%. That's better off than you were before. That's typically where you want to be at. Most credit cards prefer you stay at 30% or lower utilization ratio. Otherwise, you're going to be considered a high risk. And also, if you guys are finding this information helpful, if you guys could hit the like button for me, I'd truly appreciate that. Just make sure not to use the funds in your new limit increase. Then wait and apply for your next card. You'll have better chances that way. What's important here is to build and establish a relationship with Navy Federal Credit Union. And I hope you guys know what I mean by that. And if you don't, then I'll give you some tips on how to do that. Building a relationship means building your internal data points with the institution. Navy Federal has its own internal score that they grade you on depending on how you use your account. So here are some ways to build that internal score. Start first by simply using your accounts, like your checking and savings accounts. If you have a job that can pay you by direct deposit, then I would definitely get that set up. That alone is like so huge. That shows and proves that you got income coming in every week or bi-weekly or however you get paid. And also deposit some money in your savings account because any amount is better than none. Remember, this is planning ahead, planning for the future. I'll give you an example. If you deposit $21 per week, like just deposit $21 in your savings account, that's $84 a month. In 3 months, that'll be $252 in your savings account. And you can keep that $252 in your bank account and go and get a secured savings loan with Navy Fed. Do that for about 6 months and now you'll have an installment loan reporting on your credit. And as little as 6 months, your credit score will go up about 80 to 100 points. Not to mention you're also building your internal score up. Is that good or what? And also, if you guys are finding this information helpful, if you guys can hit the like button for me, and if you guys like this information, then consider subscribing. Okay, now quick recap of this video. If you have bad credit, wait 91 days to apply again. If you have excellent credit, then you can go ahead and apply sooner. If you're unsure about your credit, then use the pre-qualification tool I mentioned. If you are maxed out on your credit limit, then just apply for a credit limit increase. You don't need to apply for another credit card. Just ask for a credit limit increase. And always remember to use your checking and savings account to build up your internal score with Navy Fed. And if you don't have any installment loans on your credit, then just get a secured savings loan with Navy Federal. And once you pay off your loan, apply for a bigger unsecured loan and then just repeat the process. Remember that this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence, but this is just what worked for me personally. And I do want you guys to know that requesting a credit limit increase is considered a hard pull on your credit report. So use the best judgment when applying for either. And comment down below if you guys have any questions as far as utilization ratios. I'd be more than happy to get more in depth with that. I truly hope you guys found this information helpful, and as always, use your guys' credit responsibly. I really just make these videos to empower you guys. So do the right thing with your credit and your credit will reward you 10 times more. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I truly do appreciate you guys. We're at 3,137 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific time, so be there. And if you guys are interested in knowing how to get high limit credit cards, or if you guys want to know more about how business credit works, then I would probably consider subscribing, because that is what we do on this channel. I'm also a licensed real estate agent here in Southern California. So if you're looking to buy or sell or have any questions in regards to real estate, then I'd be more than happy to help you out. All my information will be in the description below. And also, depending on the time you're watching this video, I will be a licensed mortgage loan originator. So if you need funding for a home, then I can help with that too. My name is Ish, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.